Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good day, everyone. Welcome to the first lecture of Human Body Systems in this Olympiad-based model. We will focus on deep understanding and the integration of systems working together as one body. We are currently in phase 1, where our goal is to build a strong foundation that will allow us to analyze diseases, interpret symptoms, and better understanding of how body systems work together. In this chapter, we explore how the body moves, breathes, digests food, and transports oxygen. All these functions are controlled by specialized systems working together. I'm your instructor, Muhammad Al-Ali, and I will be guiding you through this journey. In Chapter 5, we will cover skeletal and muscular systems, nervous and circulatory systems, Part 1, circulatory systems, Part 2, respiratory and excretory systems, digestive system and nutrition, endocrine system and the human reproductive system, and finally immune and lymphatic systems. And we will start with skeletal and muscular systems, the foundation of body movement and support. This lecture explains how the skeletal systems provide support and protection, while the muscular system enables precise movement and balance. Let's move on to lecture description, and today we will cover skeletal structure, joint types, muscles types, and the mechanism of muscle contraction. Understanding the relationship between bone, joint, and muscle is essential for movement. Okay, let's talk about structure of skeletal systems. The skeletal systems has two divisions, axial skeleton and appendicular skeleton. And let's talk about axial skeleton. So, these sections form the central axis of the body, protecting vital organs such as brain, heart, lungs, and spinal cord. And let's talk about at the first of axial skeleton, skull. So it acts as a high security vault, protecting the brain and shaping the face. Okay, let's move on to talk about rib cage. Where's the rib cage? Rib cage here. This is rib cage here. This is rib cage. So rib cage, it serves as a bony shield surrounding the heart and lungs. Okay, so let's talk about sternum. Sternum, that's sternum here, the middle. That one, sternum. So what about it? It's a fault bone in central of chest that stabilize, that connects the ribs. Okay, and let's talk about vertebral column. That one here, from the behind here. Okay. It's not only a support pillar, but also a pathway for nerves connecting the brain to the body. So this axial skeleton. Let's talk now about appendicular skeleton. Okay, so appendicular skeleton. This part provides movement, exploration, allowing humans to interact with their environment. And it has the upper limb, okay, and these called upper limb here. These are the upper limb. Okay, it's enable writing, drawing, carrying tools, and building invitations. Okay, the second one is lower limb, and these are the lower limb here. These lower limb. Okay, so it's designed for weighted bearing, walking, running, and jumping, and also shoulder bones. These the shoulder bones here, guys. These the shoulder bones. Okay, it serves as mobile connections with a wide range of motion, attacking the arm, attaching the arm to the body, and pelvic bones. This is the pelvic bones here. It's a strong base that supports body weight and anchors internal organs. So the skeleton is not just hard bones. It's sophisticated engineering system combining support, protections, and movement. So imagine you are the engineer designed the human body. What would you keep the same and what would you redesign it? Think about it. Before we end this section, I remember something. A child bone. Okay, child bone. Sorry, is 270 bones, which are more flexible and contain more cartilage, allowing them to bend rather than break. And in adulthood, so many bones fuse to become 206. Okay, they are stronger and harder, but less flexible, making them more prone to direct fractures. Okay, don't forget that. If you want to see the big picture of skeletal system, we have to know the joint. So joints connect bones and come in different types. The knee joint moves in one direction while the shoulder joint rotates freely. So let's talk about joint types. And the first one, we have it here, it's hinge joint. That's the hinge joint, the elbow. Okay, so it moves like a door hinge, open and close in one direction. That's the first one. The other one is ball and socket joint. Here the ball, the hip joint. Okay, it allows movement in almost all directions, including rotating. The third one is condyloid joint. Here is it. That's one. It's between radius and carpal bones of wrist. This one is moves in different directions but cannot rotate fully. Move on to pivot joint. That's the pivot joint. It's allow rotation around a single axis. Okay, we have planar joint. That's the planar joint. Where is it? Here between tarsal bones. This is the planar joint. So these bones slide past each other slightly. And the last one, saddle joint here. Okay, so that one provides movement in many directions but without rotation. Okay, so each joint type is specialized engineering design optimized for its location and function. We are going to watch a video that demonstrates joint movement. Notice the shape and direction. They reveal the joint type. Okay, let's begin. And the first one we will have it. I think it's ball and socket joint. Yes, that allows movement in almost all directions, include rotation. Condyloid joint moves in different directions but cannot rotate fully. Gliding plane joint, spoon slide past each other slightly. Hinge joint, it moves like a door hinge, open and close in one direction. Pivot joint, it allows rotations around a single axis. Last one, saddle joints, provides movement in many directions but without rotation. Okay, let's move on to another subject, which is muscles. And the first type of muscle is skeletal muscles. They make up most of your body mass and allow voluntary movements like walking, writing, and smiling. And these muscles are connected to bones by tendons, and when they contract, they pull the bone to create movement. Skeletal muscles appear striated under microscope due to repeating fiber patterns. So let's move on to the second type of muscles is cardiac muscles. And cardiac muscles found only in the heart and works involuntarily throughout life. They are striated but interconnected in network to keep the heartbeat coordinated. And cardiac cells usually have one nucleus and are linked by intercalated discs that allow fast electrical communication. Let's move on to the last type of muscles that we have it, smooth muscles. And they are involuntary and found in intestines, stomach, and the blood vessels, and they contract automatically. Imagine if you had to remember to move your intestines. It's impossible. So muscle contraction requires energy, and this energy comes from ATP molecules produced by muscle cells. When oxygen is available, muscles perform aerobic respiration to produce ATP efficiently. And look to this image. This image shows actin and myosin filaments sliding over each other to produce contraction. Okay, let's talk about muscles versus oxygen. So, with enough oxygens, muscle cells release large amounts of ATP, allowing continuing performance. But here, when oxygen is insufficient, the body switches to less efficient process that produce lactic acid. Okay, so the buildup of lactic acid causes muscles fatigue and soreness. Because of that, we feel painful with our muscles if they lack of oxygen. Let's test ourselves with this exercise. What's the effect of losing the cartilage tissue in the knee? Is it decreases leg strength or causes legs bones to lose connection or reduce flexibility or muscles lose their strength? So, what do you think about it? So, cartilage acts as a cushion that prevents bones from rubbing and allows smooth joint movements. Okay, so let's analyze the options. The first one is decreasing leg strength. Why that one is incorrect? Why? Because leg strength is related to muscles, not cartilage. Okay, what about B? Cause leg bones to lose connection. Also, that one is not right, is incorrect, because bones remains connected by ligaments. Cartilage does not provide connection. Okay, what about C? Reduce flexibility. So reduce flexibility, that's mean losing cartilage, increase bone fraction, reduce smooth movement, and decreases flexibility. This is sound right. Yes, this is right. This is correct. And Why muscles lose their strength is not correct. What do you think about it? It's because cartilage loss does not directly affect muscle strength. Because of that, the reduced flexibility is the right answer. So let's recap what we have learned so far. So today we learned skeletal structure, joint types, muscle types, and the mechanism of muscle contraction and energy production. And we understanding the relationship between bone, joint, and muscle is the foundation of body movement. Thank you for your great participation. We look forward to see you in the next lecture, inshallah. Have a great day. Bye bye.